You are a freaking genius, Lloyd. I mean, nobody else could have pulled that off. Nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, the shock treatments, the partial lobotomy, that's commitment.
Yeah.
Crap on toast.
Is that Corona Billion 4C?
Dumb and Dumber 2. You either like it or you don't. It's the sequel to the original Dumb and Dumber, omitting the prequel. Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels come back for this. I was really excited about this movie, and for obvious reasons. And I think that the two guys did an amazing job together. It was awesome to see them back on screen. But it's not really that good of a movie. It's got its parts, but it's just not like the original. So anyway, what I want to show you is this spot right here. Imagine an empty lot back in 2014. This was all empty. And this is where they built Harry and Lloyd's Rhode Island apartment, the set. What I'm going to do here is basically just mimic a shot of Harry and Lloyd around this area on their bike. And they ride 2 houses down to get to Harry's parents' house. Who was an older Asian couple and looking to get see if he can use one of their kidneys. Anyway, we don't have to go into the plot, but that's essentially what's happening. But in the last 7 years, this has all been developed. Now I think there's like 3 houses back here. So anyway, we'll mimic the shot and show you what it looks like today. Harry and Lloyd's Rhode Island apartment, right here, 2021. And they stop right here. This is where Harry's parents lived, right there.
Wow. Wrong time, Harry. Oh, sorry. We'll come back later. No. I mean, wrong time, no see. Oh. What?
They made it. I mean, it's crazy because this is just like any town USA right now, and it looks nothing. It looks so I don't know, cleaned up, and not that this looks dirty, but it's cleaned up, and you can see over there they made it look like it was more run down, like a dirty apartment, right? The apartment complex. But these were developed in the last 7 years. So just a now perspective of the area. And this is on the corner of Kirkwood and Pearl Street, Atlanta, Georgia. That's it. On the corner of Main Street and Church Street, Grantville, Georgia, is this shop. A little bit of traffic here sometimes. You gotta wait on that kind of shit. It's annoying, but real life is annoying, isn't it? Jeez, why can't everything be a movie set? Anyway, this is shot again, Dumb and Dumber 2, where Harry and Lloyd are actually coming from this direction and they're rounding the corner. They're looking for the guy they sold in the first movie. They sold the Shaggin wagon to. They're looking for the Shaggin wagon. So they're coming around here. They're walking here, and you can actually see the Away With You building from The Walking Dead right here. Just pretty much that frame. And they come around here, and this building to the right was dressed as the fictional Barbara Hershey Museum. That was the fictional Barbara Hershey Museum. It was all dressed up. You can see the signage all there. I don't have the clip in front of me, so just going by memory. And you come this direction. And oh yeah, also another thing to point out, there was a Coke painting, Coke logo there. Coca-Cola. All right there. When the scene continues, it might cut about right here, and then they're over there, rounding the corner. And in the movie, they stop at that corner over there, and they look in shock and awe, because they have apparently found the Shaggin wagon. But it cuts to their reaction of their face. Then it cuts to this location where you can actually see this Shaggin wagon parked, which I believe is nowhere, anywhere. It could be anywhere in the Georgia area, but it's definitely not there, because I've lined up the area, the parking lot, and wherever the car was parked, it does not match the real life corner, which I'm going to show you here in a bit, because The Walking Dead was also filmed around that corner, and I scoured Street View, and it just doesn't match. So we'll go there next. Harry and Lloyd come down this strip. You can see it just like this. There's a guy sitting on a bench. I think he's right here. Big dude. Harry and Lloyd come down this way, and they stop here. And this is about the shot. There's a close-up of them, like that. You can see this pole. This is where they're looking for the Shaggin wagon, and they stop in their tracks because they see something this behind me, and you see their face reactions in the Harry and Lloyd style, just like that. Turn around. This is what they're looking at. As you can see, it's nothing like what they see in the movie. I think the movie cut somewhere else, and that's where they shot where the Shaggin wagon was parked. But as you can tell, this looks nothing like that. So that was probably somewhere completely different. But yep, just imagine Harry and Lloyd walking this direction. You see all the blue buildings here. Blue building and this. All in Grantville. That's where the big dude was sitting. All right here. Oh, I will take you to Bonnie Castle here in a bit. This is where they filmed the nursery home for the elderly. The care facility for elders. I'm drawing a blank on what you call that. But right there, and then there's an inside scene, which I'm sure that's on set, where they meet a lady who has, they're looking for diamonds, and yeah, I'll take you there in a bit. I've parked right in front of the baby store in The Walking Dead, but that's not this video. If you're a Walking Dead fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. I have another video of them doing for that. Check it out if you're a Walking Dead fan. This, back to Dumb and Dumber 2, that building is called Bonnie Castle. It's a big historical building in Grantville. Mary was my tour for Walking Dead. Morgan's apartment over there. Again, another video if you want to watch that. She told me about Bonnie Castle. So there's an exterior shot here in Dumb and Dumber 2.
May I help you?
My friend here would like to visit his sweet old grandma.
Pretty much like this. And they have it all set. There's like an elderly person in a walker here or whatever. Have it all dressed up to be like a resting home, like a nursery home for the elderly. And that's it. It's just the exterior. And what happens here is Harry and Lloyd actually go in here, or they're depicted to be going inside here. And when they do go inside, it's all on the studio and on set. There it is, Bonnie Castle. When they do go inside, again, interiors are on stage. They are meeting up with an elderly lady, I forget her name, and she's upstairs in one of the beds, and they're looking for some diamonds or something. He asks her where the diamonds are, and she says, "Oh, I have them hidden under me." And he's like, "Oh, you mean like under the mattress?" And she's like, "No, like just right here." It's just an over the top Fairley Brothers scene, and he ends up, she's like higher or lower or whatever. He ends up obviously like touching her crotch area, and she's liking it. And I'll put in a clip here. But anyway, that's what happens here. That's it. Just an exterior of Bonnie Castle, all in Grantville. They probably figured, you know, we're here. We like this building. Let's use that as the exterior. This corner, I'm telling you, is just like, I feel like I'm on a movie set, and I don't. It's hard to leave, but I got to get to Sonoya. I got other spots to hit. So cool. I wish I could have taken more pictures, but I got a ton of video. And yeah, that's it for this. That's it for Grantville for Dumb and Dumber 2. Next spot this brings me to, it's my last day in Atlanta. I'm hitting some last minute spots on the way to the airport, and you might recognize this right away. It's pretty much the setting for the second half of the film. This was where they shot the Ken conference scenes, all outside and inside, and in real life it's the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center. They used it in The Walking Dead for the CDC building, but just imagine the big Ken right there. You had like some type of statue right here. I'll bring in the screenshot for like a then and now look. That's it. Number of scenes out here by the doors, inside, which I'm not going to go inside. I don't have much time. Plus, it looks like this place is not even really open right now. There's also a scene, it's from across the street, because you could see that in the background, where Jim Carrey, Lloyd, he can't get a signal out here, and he's trying to talk to Penny. I believe it's Penny. He can't get his signal, and he's all like running around trying to get a good signal.
Hello?
Hello?
Penny?
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Penny? Penny? How's it?
And then cuts to her, then intercuts back to him. He's like, "Oh, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?"
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
And it's a slow zoom. He climbed a tree within the matter of seconds, and is speaking to her for the rest of the conversation at the very top of the tree.
Good. I can hear you loud and clear. This is Lloyd, your dad's good buddy. Unfortunately, I don't have him at the moment, but he wanted me to ask you to find a nice romantic place where we can all meet.
So the joke is, you know, he had to climb to the top of the tree to get a signal. But that angle would have been from over there. I'm not going to cross the street because I'm parked over here. And like I said, this is a quick stop. You can imagine it being probably, you can see that parking lot in the shot. But it would have been one of these trees. They did a pretty, I don't know how they would have done that shot. I highly doubt Jim Carrey was at the perched at the very top of one of those trees, but they made it look pretty real. Who knows how they did it. It's a funny scene. That's it. That's where the King Conference was held.
Tell you like it is. You're not going to sell smiling Jesus on Judgment Day.
That's why I wanted you to get
And he's going to say, oh, I love you, come on in. He's going to say, depart from me, you cursed. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew you. Those are red letters too, y'all.
I'll take a card.
Those are red letters too.
On the corner of North Park and East Park Square in Marietta, Georgia. I'm going to show you where the final scene of Dumb and Dumber 2 was filmed. This is North Park Square, I believe. Here it is. If you've seen the movie, you may or may not know it was filmed here. You might be a local and you know, and you're familiar with the area. But the final scene was filmed here. So Harry and Lloyd are walking down. Yeah, see, they changed some of the facings here since then. I mean, it was filmed in 2014, so it's been a while. If you've been to any square in Georgia or New York or wherever, they're all kind of similar. They have that similar square vibe. It's very enjoyable. Let me get to what I was saying. So I think the scene starts on this corner here and they round it there. So they're coming from this direction, the same direction I'm walking, and the camera is faced, I want to say, that direction, against those buildings, because they're on a corner, they're rounding a corner, right? This is my first time here, so I'm talking this out as I'm walking this out. Does that make sense? So I do remember seeing that sign. So I want to say that's the background. Anyway, if I continue, they come around this corner here. And they're talking about what they're talking about. There's these two young women approaching them on the sidewalk this way. And they say,
check out the hotties at 12 o'clock. That's almost 3 hours away. Can I check them out now?
Kind of like the ending of the first one where they missed their chance. Like, how come we never can catch a break? Well, they see these young women and they're like,
this time we're not going to be stupid and pass up a sure thing. I hear you, Harry. We'll never get another chance like this. Our time has finally come.
So just like the first movie, you think they're talking about, getting with them in a sense, but it's all about this running gag that established early on in the film, and it's this bush club thing where basically you throw your friend into a bush and you point at them and you say bush club. You can see this in the background. Again, the store facings have changed. So here come the women. They push them into a bush right here. And you could tell it was here because it's in between these two trees. Now, at the time, I know they had bigger bushes. I've seen a Google Street View of this area, and the bushes were about that high, maybe. But the bushes that they push them into are really full and soft and thick, and I'm pretty sure that those are fake. And they push them there. They place them there for the movie, so that the actors can be pushed into them. And they're probably really soft and comfortable, and so. But that happened right here. Final scene, Dumb and Dumber 2, and they stop. They push them. They push them in the bush. Stop. Both point at them and say, "Bush Club," really loud.
Bush Club!
But I'm pretty sure that's where it was. Or the other possible location is between these two trees. Between one of those two trees. I don't remember seeing this. Well, they probably wouldn't have had this showing at the time because it's not supposed to identify a location in the film. They're not really in Georgia. So that's it. Final scene, Dumb and Dumber 2. Bush Club. But first time in Marietta, it's pretty nice. There's this guy over here. You've seen those in every city, right?